Hello everyone, D-Man Dustin here, and this is going to be a very passionate and maybe a rough video that a lot of people probably are not going to enjoy, and it's my opinion of React channels in general and the hate that they get. And I'm going to be pretty blunt, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not necessarily meaning to insult anyone. My point is to piss people off, for the most part, to get them to think about what the fuck they are actually trying to argue in regards to React channels. That is why I may say things that you may not like. You may want to attack me. I don't really give a fuck. It's just my opinion. Deal with it. Now, before I get into this, I definitely want to apologize for not making videos on this particular channel. I realize that I should have said something before and earlier, and I did mention in a comment in one of the videos, but the thing was, I was doing React videos wrong, and I realized they weren't for me. Now, I would like this channel to change or whatever, but I just don't have enough time. I have to focus on my main channel, which deals with videos that you probably do not give a crap about, and that's perfectly fine, but I need to focus on that because that's what I'm passionate about more than this particular situation. But I was definitely doing React channels wrong. I was doing everything that other people were criticizing React channels were, and on top of technical difficulties, at the time, I just realized that I should just stop reacting. Now, maybe this channel could be focused on discussing topics on YouTube, and maybe I can do that, but I don't really expect this to go anywhere. I'm just making this a special, particular case because I'm sick and tired of the whole drama thing going on in regards to React channels, and it's really pissing me off as well. So let's jump right into this. Now, if you're one of those content creators on YouTube that has a lot of subscribers, and you're one of those people that hate React channels or dislike what they're doing, then I want to preemptively apologize for anything that I may say in here that would question your character or your opinion. That is not the point that I'm trying to make here, but I'm seeing a lot of people not really thinking about why they hate React channels. You know, I've seen Grade A Under A, and I've seen other channels hating on React channels, and I keep wondering why. Why do people hate React channels so much? And one of the things that people are arguing against React channels is something that I considerably think is really fucking stupid to be angry about in regards to React channels. And that's the whole entire aspect of stealing content. Now, I don't really understand YouTube. I've never really quite ever, no, actually, no. I've never had any money received from YouTube at all, so I don't know quite how it works. But if I'm not mistaken, based on what I've heard, based on what a lot of YouTubers, big YouTubers have said in regards to their channel and the way they make money, you're not actually making money off of the content. Your content is attracting the views that helps make your money, but it's not the content itself that makes the money. So this isn't like a movie or a television show where you actually have to pay a particular money to see. That's what YouTube Red is for. But that doesn't prevent YouTubers from making money on YouTube. Instead, what happens is, of course, you make money from the AdSense, right? The ad views. You're making money solely from the amount of views you get who watch your commercials. You get a percentage of that, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that is how almost all YouTubers are making money. So it makes no fucking sense to say that people are stealing your content because reactors aren't making money in the same sense that other YouTubers aren't. Now, if this is YouTube Red and you have to pay a subscription, and some reactors are actually reacting to YouTube Red videos, that's a whole entirely different thing, because then I can see the argument that reactors would steal the content. But a lot of the videos that you see on YouTube are technically free to watch. All you have to do for some of them is watch a 30-second or 15-second or a skippable ad. But they're free to watch. And so it makes no fucking sense to say that people are stealing content. And the way that commercials work, the way that ads work, the way that I understand the broadcasting companies work, companies with their ads, like Pokemon, if you've seen Super Bowl, the last Super Bowl, can't remember what number it is, sorry, but they played Pokemon, the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. And if I'm not mistaken, that was like, what, $20 million, $40 million? The broadcasting company, CBS, or whoever hosted this year's Super Bowl, did not pay the Pokemon company $20 million just to have an ad. McDonald's is not getting money for their ads to be on a broadcasting company. The companies themselves are the ones that pay to get their commercials on a broadcasting company, and I believe that's how it works. And that's how YouTube works, I believe, in regards to ads. The ads that you watch, McDonald's, Shot of Soko with Danny McBride, oh god, that was annoying. That's how YouTubers making their money as far as I'm aware. Now, I don't know about the whole partnership with, Maker and the gaming company and other partnerships out there, maybe like Jukin Media for Fail Army or something. So I'm not entirely sure if they are paying for the content of the YouTuber, but for the most part, it is free. YouTube is free to watch. And I understand a lot of content creators probably don't like the idea of reactors taking their content that they put work into and reacting to it, commentating on it, reviewing it, even in full, and then that person makes money. The only problem that I have with that is that there are actual real-life examples away from YouTube where that's an actual thing, where someone will commentate or react to the whole entire thing. And of course, that's wrestling or even sports. You have sports commentators who commentate throughout the whole entire game. They may not have a lot to say, but they're commentating throughout the game. That's what they're paid for. As well as wrestling. You have like J.R. King or whatever his name is. Taz was a commentator. I think one time Stephanie McMahon was commentating on the match or whatever. But do they say every little thing at every little moment? No, of course they don't. So why is it that it's acceptable to commentate in those examples, and they're like hired by the content, but when you get like separate commentators for the videos, it makes no frickin' sense whatsoever. Now, my idea of the concept of stealing content, the only justification that I can see, because money doesn't really seem like a true justification for it, but the thing that it is, and I believe this has more to do with like whatever the fuck I'm trying to say, SoFlo Antonio, and he was basically taking other people's content and just like putting like text commentary and not really doing with anything. I can see something like that being more acceptable to be pissed off at, because it's like that. But I have to be blunt here. Are people, in the only justified way that I can think of for stealing content, are people so stupid to actually believe that reactors are the ones that created the content that they are watching? Because that's the way that I think when I see everyone saying, "You're just a stealing son of a bitch, you motherfucker," and I'm like, dude, Markiplier's voice is in the video. Markiplier is actually in the video. If someone is reacting to Markiplier's video, obviously the person not reacting to it doesn't actually own the video. And that's really the only argument that I can see that would actually valid in regards to stealing other people's content, is if they claimed it as their own. But it's quite fucking obvious in regards to reactors that they're not taking their videos and claiming it as their own. The only thing reactors are claiming at most is their reaction and their commentary of the video. Now, I understand a lot of people are upset with, like, taking the whole entire video, and I know that there are some React channels that I just shake my head on because I feel like they're not quite doing it properly. You know, having the whole entire video cover the video that they're reacting to. The whole entire video is, like, bigger, and their little reaction commentary is this little itty-bitty box in the corner. Now, I guess in some instances that would make sense, like maybe if there were like sports, maybe if there's like a green screen sports, maybe the commentators would be little tiny things or whatever. But React channels should be more about the reaction and the commentary, and the content is short. Now, I can understand if some content creators out there are pissed at certain comments in the particular videos. I've seen some really stupid comments in regards to reactions, like, shut the hell up, just watch the video. No, if you want to watch the video, you go to the original video and you watch it. You know, and it's really annoying to see something like that, because it seems like, I feel like secretly those are the people that hate React channels, and they're trying to force the reactor to not react or commentate or something of that nature, just so that other content creators that don't like React channels can have fuel to throw on the fire of this whole entire argument that React channels are stupid or they don't see the point. Now, here's my problem. You know, it's great to have an opinion, but the problem is when your opinion doesn't take in consideration to all of the things that actually happen. You know, it's like, oh, I hate Justin Bieber, his music sucks. I don't fucking understand why other people may like him. What? Really? Is that really the mentality that a lot of content creators have on YouTube? That they just don't understand the point of React channels, therefore that automatically means that React channels are horrible? That makes no goddamn sense whatsoever, and you content creators out there know exactly that I'm telling the truth in that. I personally can easily see the point of React channels, because I enjoy watching React channels. I enjoy watching the reactions and the commentary of the particular videos that they're watching. What does Tyrone Magnus think of Spider-Man? You know, is Blasphemous HD going to be catfished again and have a hilarious moment? I don't want to give you the video, but here's a GIF of exactly what I'm talking about. You can see in the corner here, you can see a GIF of Blasphemous, you know, reacting to a particular video, and it looks like a woman that's like twerking her butt, and then all of a sudden in the actual video, waving the butt was like, you gay as hell, and then Blasphemous gave a very funny reaction. You know, he was like getting really into it, and then he like realized he fucked up. Oh, what the no! What the fuck? You know, and it's kind of that reaction before Blasphemous actually said anything in regards to Grade A Under A, who said that, oh, yeah, great reactions, you're not saying anything. But that illustrates the purpose of non-vocal reactions up until Blasphemous said anything. It was the initial reaction that Blasphemous was getting into something that wasn't what it seemed, and his reaction, his horrified reaction, is what sold it. I laughed my ass off when that actually happened. When Blasphemous realized that he was getting into a guy shaking his butt, I laughed my ass off. And that was a prime example of non-vocal reaction that I think even Tyrone Magnus tried to say in one of his videos, justifying React channels. Now, here's the thing that I don't get, and this is at content creators out there that feel like React channels are stupid and stuff or whatever. Do you just not want people to enjoy your videos? Is that what it is? Are you so protective of your content that you would rather say how horrible it is that people are making money off of it rather than people who actually enjoy it? No, seriously, do you not want people to enjoy your content? Because that's the purpose of React channels. It's to show the mind of people. It's supposed to... The thing is, React channels, I think, can better gauge someone's opinion than comments. Because you have the whole just text. Comments are just text. There's no actual video showing the emotions, the things or whatever. So if you make a video and you fuck up, React channels are where you need to go to realize that you did fuck up. Now, probably in the comments, you're going to get a whole bunch of trolls probably telling you fucked up and you should kill yourself, but that's not exactly the best way to gauge, because you could just think those are actual trolls. But for certain React channels, it's a valid opinion that you may want to look. What does the general React verse, what do they think of your particular video that receives so much hate? Or if a lot of people did like it, you can go to React channels and see other people's opinions. I feel React channels are a specific portal into trying to figure out what your audience thinks of your videos. And if you are someone who hates React channels and everything, it's like that. How can you rely on text-only comments? I'm not saying to mistrust your community or stuff or whatever, but a lot of times I see a lot of spam. I see a lot of irrelevant comments that aren't even related to your video. And it's like, if those are the comments that I see, then those are the comments that the content creator sees. So how can you properly gauge how people feel about your content? You would have to rely solely on the view count and the like and dislike ratio, because how can you trust comments if all you see are spam? Like this if you agree. Agree with what? How is this in relation to the video? Now, one of the other arguments is that if people react to the whole entire video, no one has a reason to go to the original video. And I actually disagree with this for so many reasons. One, I fucking do not want to watch some reactor talking over the original video. No, absolutely not. I am not here to watch reactors and watch the video for the first time. Now, there are exceptions. One of the exceptions, well, the only exception really is if the video is otherwise unavailable. If a YouTuber is reacting to a Vine compilation or a Fail Army compilation or whatever, and you go to the original video and it's been taken down, or it doesn't work, or you can't find the video, the YouTuber, the reactor, stupidly forgot to put the description or the link of the original video in the description, then you kind of have no choice but to watch the video right there and then for the first time. But most of the time I see, oh, hey, this YouTuber reacted to something. I check the original description and thing, and I click on it, and I go watch the original video, because I want to see the original video first. Now, a lot of times it's mostly compilations, and compilations tend to have old videos that I've seen and new videos that, unless it's one that I can say for certain that I've never seen, it tends to get lost because of the the scenes that are over. You know, like the little dog, that the little puppy dog that goes around and the owner says speak and it says fuck. If that's like the first video, then it's probably, I have to assume that it's a video that I've seen. I'd have to watch a couple more clips, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I've probably seen this before, because it's just pretty much the same thing. And then when I go watch the React channel watching it or whatever, and it turns out that there are some scenes that I didn't do that I've never seen before, it's like, oh crap, you know, it really sucks, because, you know, people reuse the same clips and compilation videos and stuff of that nature. So I'm really not seeing the whole entire explanation that people would want to watch the Reactors version of the video rather than the original, especially when the reactor has the volume really low. At this particular moment, I'm just watching little clips of moving images in the corner, and I'm just watching the reactor react to it. What the hell is that? That's not right. You know, and one YouTuber that like talks about these things mentioned something that really didn't make any sense to me. She said something like, well, it would be easy to tell if someone had watched the original video first because of something in the analytics. But I disagree with that, because in order to get the link in the description, because maybe it's a difficult thing to search for, and sometimes it is difficult, if you just have a title, odds are you're not going to find the specific video, especially in regards to Vine compilations and Fail Army compilations, that unless you can absolutely attest to the titles being an exact match, chances are you're going to react to the wrong video. And that's a problem. So I rely in the description of the original video. The problem, however, with that is that you actually have to basically watch the video in order to get the description. Now, what I do is I click on the reactor, I pause the video, even when an ad is playing or whatever. I open the description, find the original video, click on it, and then I watch it first, and then I go back. Now, there are some really small channels out there where the reactors have more views, basically, or more subscribers, and I guess I can understand the problem with that. Sometimes I go to a video that a reactor has reacted to, and it has like less views than the reactors. But I would assume that probably, as YouTube views work, from my own experience in regards to my own videos when I was starting on YouTube, the view count doesn't actually accurately depict how many people are watching. Or are you going to tell me nearly 3 billion people actually watched Gangnam Style? 17 million watched Markiplier's Meow video, or whatever it was that I last saw it. No, it just means that's how many views it got, not the individual number of people. Now, of course, I can understand why more people would watch like someone like Blasphemous HD as opposed to the original video, and I agree, that's utter bullcrap. The least you can do as someone who watched reactors, what you should do is pause the video, go in the description below if it's possible, and go to the original video and see it. If it's there. If it's Blasphemous HD linking to Cyanide, the Beard, and the Happiness, or whatever it was, for all those videos, and you can't watch it, then I can see that as an excuse. Well, the video wasn't there, I couldn't go watch it originally. But there have been some videos that Blasphemous HD has reacted to that has more views than the actual original content, and I disagree with that. The problem, however, is I don't believe it's Blasphemous HD. I think the fault lies in the viewers that watched reactors. What you should do is go to the original video first. Now, like I said, because the view count may not accurately depict how many people are watching it, and that if you watch a video multiple times by refreshing the page or going back to it a different day, I can see how maybe 3,000 people have watching a view 10 times would would garner that Blasphemous HD's reaction would get 30,000 views on his videos as opposed to the 3,000 views that original content, because I can see the point where a lot of people like the reactions of the video maybe even more than the actual content, so they'll watch the reaction more than the actual original video. But I really think that only applies to small channels. If you're a small channel, I can understand if you're upset. If you're a big channel, then the odds are your content has been viewed more times than the reactors, probably because a lot of your fans probably don't like reactors just the way that you do. And I see the appeal in React channels. I kind of hinted about this, that I watch React channels and stuff. But I definitely see the appeal in reactions. My argument for React channels and why they should be here is because of their ability to add energy into a video. You can watch a particular video all you want for as long as possible, but there is one thing, and I don't know if it quite applies to this concept, but I think it's a similar concept, and it's basically it's like the diminished returns effect. Basically, if you see something that's absolutely hilarious, it's going to be as funny as it will ever be the first time you watch it. Each time after it, it's technically, logically, supposed to not be as funny. There have been things that I found absolutely hilarious that when I watched it multiple times, it wasn't as funny anymore. It was funny at first, it was absolutely hilarious, but it wasn't funny anymore. What the purpose of React channels do in that aspect is they infuse extra energy and they squeeze more entertainment out of that particular scene. If you see a scene that absolutely made you laugh your ass off, and if you're like me, you're probably going to laugh your ass off when a reactor does the same thing you did. And that's the thing. I've seen reactions of things that at the time, because I've already seen the original content and it wasn't as funny, where the reaction was funny and it made the scene more enjoyable. And what I mean is, so you've seen the Reddit's Try Not to Laugh challenge multiple times, right? You can't laugh at that anymore. You've seen everything. Nothing catches you off guard. But one thing that I found in regards to myself is that no matter what, if there's somebody new watching the Reddit's Try Not to Laugh challenge, and assuming that they're a pretty humorous person that would laugh at these things or fail at the challenge or something like that, I'm probably going to enjoy this particular video even more because of the reactions. You know, I see other people reacting and they have these funny reactions, and then all of a sudden I go to like Rashad the Reactor or something like that, and when he's laughing his ass off because of something or whatever, it just makes the content, the original content, that much better. And I feel like that's the point of React channels in a lot of sense, is that they add more energy, and it comes to the point, at least in regards to me, like I said, I can't speak for everyone, and maybe it's just me, and maybe my own personal experience isn't really much of a defense for React channels, but if anyone's like me, they will still enjoy the original content for that much longer instead of getting sick and tired of it because of the reactions of YouTubers out there. And a lot of times it's just as simple as seeing what people think of the video and stuff. And with Tyrone Magnus and reactors like that, they tend to have their own style of entertainment in regards to that. And they're enjoying the content they're watching. And when you're making a big fuss about them stealing content, reactors are stupid and pointless, it's like you're basically saying, no, do not enjoy my content. You are not allowed to enjoy my content. And that really annoys me, because if I was a very popular content creator, the most important thing to me would be for people to enjoy my content. And if that means people reacting to my full content, putting it on their channel, that's fine. I don't care if they even monetize their videos if they have my content. The only thing that I would have a problem with is if the content that needed to be watched specifically cost money and they were reacting to it and making money off of that, then I can see the problem. But if I'm making money off the video just because of the ads playing during the video, and they're making money off of the ads that are playing in the same thing that a broadcasting company has commercials on their thing, then I think that's more than reasonable, because it shouldn't be about money. It should be about your content. I understand if you feel like your content is being obliterated, but one of the things that I see, and I feel like it's hypocritical, that if you don't like React channels, then you're then you're not really in a position, even if you're like a gamer or something like that, I don't really think you're in a position to be accepting of those particular YouTubers that absolutely obliterate the crap out of games that they absolutely hate. Like, I hate everything that channel. If you're someone who doesn't like React channels, I feel like it's hypocritical, because I feel like reactors aren't necessarily evil or bullying or trying to insult someone or something like that. You know, maybe some of them are absolute assholes when it comes to their reactions, but I don't think in the general sense that reactors are assholes in regards to the videos. But you don't like that. You don't like the kind of feeling that they get from enjoying your content or not enjoying your content, maybe even giving you constructive criticism. You're not okay with that, but you're okay with someone absolutely tearing the crap out of someone's video game that may have been shit, but you didn't really need to treat it like it was the worst thing ever that you've ever experienced. That you're saying, this game fucking sucks. God, I want to kill myself because this game sucks. You would be approval of that, but you're not going to be approval of reactors. I'm just saying, that's what you think. If you're okay with someone hating everything and being absolutely hateful and insulting and being an asshole, if you're okay that it's kind of hypocritical to hate React channels, for the simple fact that React channels tend to be lesser evil than those who hate everything. And I feel like it's acceptable for React channels to be there, and if you hate everything, there are a lot of things that I disagree with, a lot of people who spew their hate, and it's kind of hard to sit back and be like, it's just their opinion, Dustin, it's just their opinion or whatever. But it just gets ridiculous to the point, like, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Is this really something that you need to be so passionately angry about? One thing that I don't like is being angry, and sometimes this has happened even in my personal life, where there have been situations that really weren't called for, and I got angry and pissed off, and I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck did I get here to be in this particular situation where I'm being very angry and frustrated or whatever, and I'm taking it out on other people? And I feel like that's the thing. People who don't enjoy a video game are taking their frustrations out on the game developer and stuff, and I can understand how that's bad, but I don't see that in the React world. Instead, all I see is basically, well, you did something, I didn't really enjoy it, really didn't like your content, but that's just my opinion, you know. I don't really see anyone going out of their way to hate, you know, so I don't understand why hate channels are more acceptable when they're just taking their frustrations out on someone or something or some situation, whether they're justified or not. But reactors tend to not do that. They just, well, didn't really like it, oh well, we'll just move on from that or whatever. So it makes absolutely no sense to me or whatever. And I'm like I said, I'm not trying to be an asshole here or whatever. I know I'm being passionate and angry, but I'm just sick and tired of seeing the comments, "You stealing bastard," and I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? What content creator did you watch that specifically hates on reactors that you had to agree? What the fuck is up with mob mentality? Because I feel like mob mentality is actually the worst thing on YouTube right now. Forget any of the problems with YouTube or whatever. I think the mob mentality is worse than anything that's ever happened before. You have a good following, a very good following. You have like 100,000 people who watch your videos every day or something like that. 100,000 people, 20,000 of them dislike a video as opposed to the normal like-dislike issue is what I think is more of a problem with YouTube rather than reactors. And one thing that I will agree, although honestly, if it was in my position, if I was a popular content creator and I had multiple subscribers and I was making money off of my content, I don't really care if people were to react to my entire video, because I I can understand that a lot of people are like, react, damn it, say something, damn it, you know. But if it's like me, and the reason why I don't really do reactions anymore, and why commentaries are suck, and why I definitely agree highlights are to the right way to go, is definitely just someone just sitting there and then watching the video. The problem is, if you're a reactor, you tend to react to the video the first time, and a lot of things that happen is you like to enjoy and watch the video. It's hard to commentate a video for the first time and also enjoy it, and what reactors have to do is they have to balance it. They have to balance enjoying the content in of itself, and they also have to balance out the fact that they're commentating on it and they're discussing what's going on in regards to the content. But it's a balancing issue, and I definitely have that. In regards to some of my actions, I'm not even saying anything, I'm not doing anything, and it's because I'm trying to enjoy the video that I'm watching or whatever, and it just doesn't occur to me to content. So I definitely want to applaud those that actually can find the proper balance of enjoying a video for the first time you're watching it and being able to commentate enough about the particular situation. And a lot of content creators out there, in regards to their contents being reacted to, they get a little upset about people not reacting to their particular videos. And I'm like, well, what do you expect? You know, I think Jacksepticeye almost said this the right way when he said his thoughts on react channels. I kind of disagreed with him, but because of the whole overreacting situation or whatever. But I think what he said was kind of proper, in that you're not going to react to every little detail in the particular video. Now, I understand if there are moments like that, then feel free to cut those out of your video reactors, and I'm sure that's great, and I can understand cutting down the video and making people go to the original video. Sometimes, however, videos are taken down and you can't watch the original video, so sometimes you're like, well, crap, I'm watching a chopped up version of a video that was taken down. Like, let's use Nicole Arbour's fat shaming video, or whatever the hell it was. I hate fat people, I dislike fat people, I have sex with fat people. I don't know what the fuck Nicole Arbour's video was title was, but it was about her hating on fat people. Now imagine if that video got taken down and you go to react channels. That's technically the only way that you would actually be able to see the video, because react channels kind of have that safe cushion that the video they're reacting to might not be taken down. So it's kind of being like, well, how am I going to know what Nicole Arbour said in regards to her fat sex video or whatever the hell it was? What did she actually say? I need to watch the actual reactor, because sometimes that's what happens. So I understand content creators out there that hate reactors and reactverse. I understand that a lot of people out there, you don't really like the idea of someone reacting to your full thing and maybe even monetizing their video and making money on the views that they're grabbing. But in regards to big channels, I don't really see that many people flocking to their reaction. Sometimes there are reactions out there that of someone who's like popular and stuff, and they have like only like 50,000 views, and maybe there's like a couple 100,000 views on the original video and stuff. I understand. The problem with me in regards to this, however, is you seem more like someone who cares more about the money, and maybe I'm not understanding how you get money off of YouTube, and maybe I'm not understanding it. But unless it's a YouTube Red, RedTube, unless it's a RedTube video, which I don't know why anyone would react to that on YouTube, but if you're YouTube Red, like PewDiePie's Scare Me challenge, I can understand why PewDiePie and Maker or whoever was producing that, I can understand why it would be a very big problem if someone were to even remotely react to that, because YouTube Red is a paid subscription to watch certain videos, and I can definitely understand that would be a no-no. But if someone can watch your content for free, then I really don't understand why you're being all upset about people reacting to the full videos. I accept and I will understand cutting out things in the trailer, thinking about two different things here. I can understand that you really want reactors to limit how much footage they put in their reaction. You know, the problem is I can't entirely say for certain, and this is just me, but when you cut out certain things, you may be missing out on things. Now, as someone who did highlights for a particular main channel review, I did highlights. I watched an episode of the favorite show that I review and stuff on my main channel. I did highlights, and I think I did pretty good. I left all the times that I'm talking in, all the times that I had interesting reactions, and it cut a 22-minute video, or close to it, 25 or whatever it is, down to like 5 minutes. You know, but I can see how in some videos you actually want to see the reactor react to a particular scene. So then you have to assume, and it may be the wrong assumption, that their reaction to that particular scene wasn't that exciting. You're like, really? That was a really good scene. Really? You cut that out of your video because it really didn't have very much? You didn't talk, you didn't react at all? God damn, that sucks. But it's also possible to appease a lot of content creators out there that they may be cutting out very good reactions just to ensure that their video is as short as possible. And, you know, and someone like me, I would want people to enjoy my content. I wouldn't care who watched my videos. I don't care if anyone reacts to it. I really don't care if I get a lot of hate on my videos or whatever. I just want people to enjoy my content, whether positively or negatively. If they want to react to it, if they want to react to the full thing, that's perfectly fine. Some channels have a 15-minute limit. I can understand that you want to cut things out so it fits that. But I have no problem with people, and even if I was like a very popular content creator, if I was a gamer or a let's player or a vlog and I was making some money from my videos, like I had a couple million subscribers, I still would be okay with people reacting to my full video and even monetizing it, because I feel like that's kind of fair. I mean, the way that I see it is basically, from what I understand, like I said, I could be wrong, but I have no problem people putting commercials on their particular channel on top of my videos, basically, and making money off of those commercials. It seems like a fair trade to me that it seems fair enough to me that, okay, you know, people enjoy your content, your reactors, you can focus solely on your reactions because you make money off of that. And if you're a good, entertaining, commentating reactor, and maybe if you get a couple of million subscribers or something like that, or a million subscribers, or a couple of $100,000, if you make a following that will enjoy your videos, maybe you can branch off and do other things. And if you need money to react to these, because I know there's some reactors out there that actually have jobs, and I'm sure they would benefit from having a little money coming their way so that they can completely do the reacting, and it's something that they enjoy. I don't think, and I think a lot of the content creators need to get this, I don't think reactors are reacting solely to make money. I think what they're doing is trying to be entertaining, and that's why I don't make react videos anymore, because I wasn't doing that. I wasn't as entertaining. I was trying to do the best that I could, but I was failing miserably. I thought it was going to be an interesting way to get entertainment, and if people like me enough, maybe I can get some more subscribers and a lot of subscribers that I can monetize the videos, and that way I can put more effort into my content. I can get better video editing software if I had the money. So I understand that if people wanted to take my content, if I was popular, and monetize that in hopes that the money that they get from the view count would help enhance their channel, make it more entertainment, make sure that the videos are proper, and stuff of that nature, that would be perfectly okay with me, because the one thing that I would care more about than the money is people enjoying my content. And typically, the thing that I see a lot in is actually there are less spam comments in regards to the reactions of certain videos. Like, for example, let's say that Blasphemous HD reacts to a popular YouTuber video, Markiplier's video. I go to Markiplier's video, watch the original content. It's filled with spam. But typically what I see sometimes in regards to Blasphemous HD videos or Reactors channel is that they tend to actually talk about the video in question. Now, I don't know if that's completely the case or all of the case, but that's the way that I see it in a lot of instances. All I'm saying is I don't understand the hate that reactors are getting. I will agree if reactors need to cut down their video, they need to make sure that they're not a little box commentating. They need to be the whole thing, put the video and stuff like that. Some react channels probably need to be scrubbed and very criticized, but I do see the point in a lot of react channels because I like and enjoy react channels, and it would be annoying if they got copyrighted strike and I can no longer enjoy the reactions to certain videos that I enjoyed as well. So I see the appeal, so I feel like people need to back the fuck off in regards to react channels. If someone really does something so awful and it somehow hurts you in the same vein that maybe everyone hating on certain things, I hate this, go fucking kill yourself. If it's that hateful, then you can make a video about it, hating that particular type of reactions or whatever the case may be. So that's all I wanted to say. This has gone long enough. You probably don't want to watch this. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the whole thing. There are lots of things that I could have gone into that I didn't. But that's my thoughts on the whole situation. So I'm D-Man Dustin, and I will maybe see you in my next video. Goodbye.